Tony Ferguson, El Kukui, the Boogeyman. Tony Ferguson is a name that must forever be respected in MMA. With some of the recent criticism of Tony and the speculation on where his career is going to move from here, I wanted to reflect on the mythology that surrounds that man. Regardless of whether this is the end of the roller coaster that has been Tony Ferguson's career, it's a career that deserves everyone's admiration. Tony is best known as the man who may have been able to beat Khabib, the man with the second longest win streak in lightweight history, only after Khabib, going 2,394 days undefeated in the toughest division in the world in MMA. But outside of this, where does that hype really come from? The answer is everywhere. Prior to Tony's loss against Justin Gaethje, he'd only lost one fight in 16 UFC appearances. 2 of Tony's 3 losses came against men who stepped in as last-minute replacements over injured opponents. Sure, Tony might have had a slight physical advantage over Justin Gaethje and Michael Johnson, but training a completely different game plan for 8 weeks naturally comes with its own adversaries when adjusting to a quick fill-in opponent. Tony Ferguson is a mentally tough and, without being disrespectful, borderline crazy fighter. One look at Tony's Instagram will give you all the idea you need to know to understand the crazy diversity of his workout, everything from Wing Chun to breakdance. Tony wrestled all through school and college and found MMA after a dude noticed his cauliflower ear and invited him to help out with a wrestling class at a local MMA gym. Since then, his work ethic and creativity have driven him to the top, where today he is one of the most well-rounded mixed martial artists in all of UFC history, with knockout power in his hands, high-level wrestling, elite Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and striking, and possibly the best cardio in that division. Tony slowly racked up a 10-2 record before being accepted onto the Ultimate Fighter Season 13. He would go on to win his 3 exhibition fights by knockout, before winning the final over Ramsey Nijem in the first round by knockout, taking home the knockout of the night bonus. And the bonuses didn't stop there. Tony has gone on to win 6 fight of the night bonuses, 2 off the record holders Nate Diaz and Frankie Edgar. Arguably more impressive than this is 9 of his 11 total bonuses have come in his previous 10 fights. This is no surprise when you consider that Tony has an 80% finish rate throughout his entire career. Out of 30 fights, Tony has only been finished twice. Of the 10 fighters in UFC history with the most finishes, Tony has fought 3 of them, and he himself is one of those 10. Tony has never been fully knocked out or submitted in the UFC, with his only stoppage loss coming to Justin by TKO after cumulative damage was continuing to land. This is no doubt down to his vast experience as an MMA fighter, a chin made of complete iron, and that will to just keep going when the going gets tough. Tony has been scheduled to fight Khabib 5 times, making it one of the most anticipated fights in UFC history. Tony's dedication to the sport and his ability to push himself to his physical and mental limit can be seen in any one of his fights, seen both in the amount of damage he eats while still moving forward and the amount of damage he continues to land on his opponents throughout the fight. Tony even captured the interim belt in 2017, only to be stripped after undergoing a serious injury, which is possibly the first and only case where this has happened in the UFC. Despite being stripped of that interim title, he continued to suck it up and climb the ranks, which I think deserves more credit than it gets. With finishes over Edson Barbosa, Kevin Lee, Donald Cerrone, and Anthony Pettis, atop of numerous records in the sport. The mythology of Tony Ferguson is forever cemented in UFC history. Thank you guys for watching. I've thought of doing a little documentary around Tony Ferguson because he is such an interesting character which brings so much flair to that lightweight division. And if that's something you want to see, make sure to drop some likes on this video. It really helps me out, it keeps me motivated. If you've enjoyed the content, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.